Hey guys, it's Hades here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing Cube World and I'm going to be telling you all the tips and tricks to become good at the game, as well as all the basics so you know how to play the game if you never have before. So to start off, we're going to go ahead and click Start Game, but you'd want to configure your options first, of course, depending on your screen or if you're recording or not, etc. And now we're on this character selection screen. See here, I've already made 3 characters. One of them's a dwarf mage, one of them's an elf ranger, one of them's an orc warrior. Now, I have actually tried out all the different classes on all the different races, and I've worked out the best for each and whatever, the best for looks, that type of thing. And I tend to like the orcs for like warrior and rogues, just how they look. And I tend to like the elves a bit better for rangers. But in saying that, dwarfs are by far the best if you're playing on pure skill-wise or tactics, because dwarfs are only 1 block high, so they can get into caves that are 1 block high when these other characters can't. They can climb up trees with 1 block gaps. They can get out of holes with 1 blocks. They can jump through windows that are 1 blocks where the other characters cannot. So being a dwarf is actually a massive advantage if you want to play 100% tactics. But anyway, I'm going ahead and click create to make a brand new character here for you guys. And just so you know the different options. So I would suggest dwarf if you're playing not for looks, all for tactics. As I said, guys, you have no idea how much I recommend dwarfs. They are amazing. Like, I was playing in a group with a whole bunch of people. We all got stuck in a hole. I just climbed straight out of the hole through the 1 block gap, and everyone else was stuck in the hole for a good, 20 minutes. Like, we had to restart the map pretty much, because they could not get out of the hole, but the dwarf could. And when we're running through town, I just jump straight through windows. They have to go find the door. They're amazing, guys. I'm not even kidding. But the only downside to it is they look ugly and they're disgusting, pretty much. But anyway, on to the classes now. Male and female doesn't really matter. If you do if this game does become popular of PvP, you might want to pick a dwarf who's bald as well, with no hair, so the hitbox is smaller. That's my only suggestion if PvP does become enabled. At the moment, it is not. And yeah, so just go a bald dude. And I'm actually going to make a rogue, because I just wanted to show you that it's the one class I don't have. I'm going to make one. Let's go... That face looks terrible. Let's go that one, actually. Yeah, there we go. That's my rogue. And we can change the hair of the beard. We'll do a nice red beard, shall we? There we go. Look at that guy. He's looking amazing. And we will name it Hades. We'll name it Hades Rogue, I guess. Then we just go ahead and click Create Character. Don't forget, you can switch this up, different classes and stuff if you want. But I'm going to explain that once we get into the game. So I created the character, I'm logged in, and now I've got 2 worlds. And the worlds literally mean not much at all, to be honest. They're just based off the seed system. Similar to games like Minecraft, but in this seeding system you can only use numbers. So if you type in the seed 1337, you'll get the exact same map as me. And if you type in the seed 123, you'll get this exact same map. Except I won't be on it, but you can click that button doesn't actually work. You have to click create server at the moment and type in the IP address of the server you want to connect to. So you do blah blah blah, type it in, click connect, it'll connect you. You can't actually save the servers at the moment, but I'm actually playing this game in alpha, so I'm assuming they will add that in the future. And here's my online world, see here? Like, that means nothing. That's just the worlds that I've played on while joining a server. So I clicked join a server, typed in the IP, and these are the seeds I was playing on, in case I did want to play them again. But I don't. I'm just going to go to single player, click on this one, and the loading screens are a tiny bit long, but I'm assuming they're still working on that stuff as well. And they also have a lot of bugs. Like, I hate to say this because it's in alpha, and I don't like to criticize games when they're still being made, because this is definitely a good game. If you guys don't have it, just Google Cube World download. It's like $15 at the moment for the alpha version, and it's a great game that I'd suggest you guys playing. It's got WASD to move left and right, and you can press F to bring out a flashlight, see that? And you can have the flashlight on 24/7, you don't actually have to take it off, it doesn't affect combat at all. And if you want to climb up a tree, you hold control, press forward. See that? I just climbed up the tree and I can actually stop halfway up and just hold control, move a bit to the left and then try and get up the last bit, but I ran out of stamina. See, my stamina bar went down and then I fell off the tree. But yeah, I can just stay halfway up a tree to stop mobs from hitting me. That's a good little tactic once you're fighting something. We can actually test that right now. That's just... This thing's way too strong for us, so we're probably going to die. But I do just want to test this thing right here. So we can climb up the tree. Oh! And you got to hold it here, see? Now that bull can't get us. So we could actually stay here and wait for our friends to come back us up. Get some, like, friends to bring some health potions, or maybe they're a healer or something. And see, I'm kind of bugging it at the moment. I'm moving, even though my stamina isn't going down, and I fell off the tree. So that's another little bug that I'll probably fix up. And I'm just going to go ahead and die now. And I'll show you what happens when you die. Nothing happens, you don't lose anything. Just click R to revive. And it resurrects you at the second closest one of these angels. See there, you can press R, it says there's nothing special. But yeah, basically every time you die, you get put onto one of these angels that is randomly generated throughout the map. The whole world is actually randomly generated. And see, if you fall off a height over like 6 or 8 blocks, I think, you do take fall damage and you get stunned, like what just happened there. What else is there? So yeah, the map is totally randomly generated, and there is dungeons, trees, bosses scattered throughout the map. And what you can do is press M, it'll bring up your map, and then you can use the mouse button to look up and down, and then the scroll wheel to scroll in and out. If we scroll all the way out, this is the region. So in each region, there is a bunch of bosses and a city. So if we were to walk out of this region, like over this border here, there could be another city. But in this region here, there is only one city. And there it is right there. Duraron City or whatever. So it's right there. It's fairly close to us. We can actually turn around on the map. You can see me walking. See this? I'm using WASD to walk, and I can actually face my character in the right direction. Press M and then keep walking in that direction. Or you can use the north, south, east, west up in the right corner here to find your direction. And if you're playing multiplayer, you can see your multiplayer friends' heads on the map. And you can just scroll in and out. Now, for this bit, when I scroll out, this is the explored area where I've been. And this is the place that I could have seen but I haven't explored. And then this other blue bit, this bit here, is the non-explored at all part. And that's alright because it's still useful. Because as you can see, there's little 2 daggers on the map. Over there and over there. If we face that and walk towards it, if we get over there, there is actually a boss there or a dungeon. So that's how you know where to go for quests. There's one there, one here, one there on the map. And if I scroll in, if I walk towards that, we could actually get there. And you can scroll all the way in so you're like real time. Look at that. You could literally play the game like this if you want. And I'm jumping, I'm walking across it. But we don't want to play in this. We want to scroll out to about this size. And then press it, and then the map on the top right will be that size. Alright, so what else little tips are there? If you're playing Ranger at the moment, there's tons of bugs. I don't know if I'm going to show you that. But, yeah, so left click is your mouse 1 move. You can see it flashing in the bottom left. Or the bottom middle. That's my normal attack. Mouse button 2 is a move. It's like another attack, but I can only use it if I have magic power. So MP, I'm pretty sure it stands for. Even though it's more like energy. If you've played games like World of Warcraft, it's more like energy, if you want to think of it like that. Because you have to hit enemies with your left click, mouse button 1, to get mage power, or magic power, or mana, or energy, as I like to call it. If you've played WoW, then you can use right click to activate and use that. And if you do take damage, you can come to these beds here and click R to sleep. And see, the wolf sleeping is pretty... There we go, there I am. You face down on the bed and you just walk to get out. And while you're sleeping, the time goes quicker, so it becomes day quicker. And you also regen health. And campfires, you can build food. Now, I'm going to go over that now while I'm here. Oop, I can hear noises. That means there's somewhere around here. There they are, there's witches. They might be friendly or they might not. I'm going to go down here actually because they're guaranteed to kill me if they're enemies. Yeah, see? Laser beams are way too OP in this game. I stood no chance, I died. Simple as that. You see witches, you're dead. They'll probably fix that in future updates, but for now, if you see a witch, you're dead. Simple as that. Oh, tiny bit of lag there. Sorry about that, guys. Who are these? These friendlies? They're friendlies. You can tell by their name, the health bar being blue. And we can just go up and talk to them and they'll say random things. See that? Blah, blah, blah. Dungeons are dangerous. Food's good. Yep, we get the point. Now, we're going to head towards town, but I'm going to show you all the buttons that you need for crafting. So the first button, if you forget any of the buttons, you should just try and remember O. If you press O, it brings up the options menu, and it also regens your magic power / energy, but that's a bug. And see, now if I press right click, it uses all my mana. See, I'll spam O a bit here, and then I'll press right click and I'll use my special ability. See how it used all the mana? And that does more damage basically, and that's the same on every class. There's the door that most classes would have to walk through. There's me walking through a window because I'm a dwarf. Oh, there we go, straight through the window. See you later. And you can walk straight out this window by clicking R. See how good that is? I'm not even kidding, dwarfs are amazing. So I've taught you about O, and I've taught you about B. B is for your bag, and this is all your stuff you have equipped. Similar to other MMOs, you get armor in your equipment slot here. See, we can actually equip these by dragging it down here. There we go. Now we equipped it a right and left fist weapon, or we could have a long sword. Now I'd suggest 2 weapons more than 1 because of the faster, more stats at the lower levels. And yeah, so you equip your stuff here by dragging it there, or just simply right-clicking it. See, if I right-click it, it changes. And that's more useful for armor. If you move your mouse over it, it says you're currently equipped and whatever. You compare them, you just right-click to equip it. Here's my food items and health potions, the ingredients and pet items. And there's my money down here. And when you level up, you'll want to be pressing X. And here is your skill tree, so you can select between the different skill trees. Not much changes except this last move here. So this is camouflage, if I pick the assassin tree, or if I pick the ninja tree, this changes to shuriken attack. All the rest of the abilities are the same. That's the only one that changes. And you get this bonus, so this one's generates more MP, and this one, each time you dodge an attack, you gain 25 MP. So you get slightly different passives, and this one extra spell that's different at the end here. That's the same with every class at the moment. That was X to bring that up when you do level up. And this is how you get mounts. You got to level up here and put a point here to ride your mount. Put points here to use your hang gliding. Put points here to use a boat. And you buy boats at the shops. When we zoom into the shops, we can see where they all are. There's the weapon shop, the identifier shop, the potion shop, armor shop, some inns where you can go to sleep if it's night time. And yeah, pretty simple. Okay, more tips. Come on, Hades, what do you got? We got C. This is how you craft stuff. Now, you actually have to go to the crafting district, which I'm going to have to find real quick. I think it's over this way. It's in every town has a crafting district, and you got to walk up to it, press C, and this is the stuff you can craft. So if we had 16 iron cubes, we could make this longsword just clicking this button. But you need to be standing near an anvil. And you'll find the anvil in the city somewhere. There we go, crafting district. We're on the right track now. Let's see what we can find. We need to find an anvil. There's one right there. Pretty obvious, we're standing near the anvil. We can press R. Bam, see? Now we can create it if we had the 16 iron cubes. And over here, unknown, we don't have any recipes. There's some stuff you can make here. You can make pineapple slices just by clicking craft if we had pineapples, but we don't. We could make the soup if we were near a campfire. Now, campfires are actually scattered throughout the map, so they're pretty easy to find. Here we go, life potions needs water flasks and heart flowers. We can just grab them from the shop, and the heart flowers we pick off the ground. And here's a bunch of cubes and stuff you got to make. You can make the cubes out of iron nuggets, etc, etc. Alright, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I pretty much explained most of the basics. I think I should quickly jump onto another account real quick to show you how the pets and hang gliders and things like that work. I'm just going to quickly see if I can find a heart flower for you guys though before I log off. Where's a heart flower? Because I want to show you what they look like. You just walk up to stuff and press E to pick it up. So I picked up that mushroom. That was just with the E button. Now I'll quickly find a heart flower. It can't be that hard to find, surely. Over there is actually pineapples. Maybe, are they pineapples? No, they're not. We can't pick up anything in there, that's bad. Usually those farms have some type of food in them. Anything else to pick up? Come on, game, I'm recording, give me something good. There's some mushrooms anyway, just pressing E as I'm walking past. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a heart, oh no, that's some ginseng. That's what we could make to use soup. And you just got to hit the plant with left click and press right click to use my special. And pick that up with E. There's a heart flower. I found one. So this is what you used to make health potions. You mix this with the stuff you buy in the shop. And that was just, you just press B to have a look at what I picked up. So there's my bags, items and equipment. C for the crafting and X for levels. Alright, so that pretty much does it. I'm going to press O here, go back to the start menu. And I'm going to show you my higher level account so I can quickly show you what you actually get when you level up. And I'll talk about the classes a bit more while I'm here as well. So, what I have worked out. At the moment, at the stage of recording this video, mages are by far the easiest to play and the strongest if you want to progress through the game. Mages can go water mages and have healing moves, which can full heal you in combat every 5 or so seconds. Every 5 seconds you can full heal yourself or a friend or a pet. Now that is extremely OP because all the other classes can't heal themselves. So you're already at a massive advantage there. And they're also ranged, so you can attack from a distance. And there's no real disadvantage to them, to be honest. If you make a mage dwarf, you're good to go, pretty much. You're in the best possible situation. Dwarf mages are the best possible class at the moment. And if they release PvP, it will still be the best. Next, I'd probably say ranger. 2 reasons. At the moment they're bugged and you can actually spam your right click if you have a crossbow equipped and you're running the old client. Second reason, as they're ranged and they have a little bit of a advantage. See how the map's loading in now and as the render distance slowly increases? And yes, I'm level 100 on this, and that is because I might not explain this. I'll put this in a future episode, how to get level 100. And basically I played the game for a good 2 days straight, and it was an awesome game. I played with heaps of friends. That was really good. I got my hang glider, I could ride my pet, but then I got bored and I ended up editing the game, just editing my level to 100 so I could get all these things ready to test for you guys. I would not suggest cheating at the game. The game has no protection at the moment, so that's why I was planning on making a multiplayer server, but I didn't because I realized the game had no protection and everyone could just cheat. But anyway, here's basically what happens. You see I've got tons of levels in here. I've got tons in riding, hang gliding and sailing, and my 3 abilities. My first ability being this, just my auto attack. That can actually heal stuff if I shoot them with it, see? Or if I use my right click, it does a bigger vortex and does more healing and more damage. Or I can press 1 to cast the heal. Look at that. It does tons of heal damage. Look at that, guys. That full heals anyone pretty much. And then 2 is my water shield, so I can absorb tons of damage. And 3 is teleport. Now if you look up in the sky and press 3, you can actually teleport out of holes, teleport through windows. When you're in dungeons, you can teleport through walls. Like, how to explain? Let's pretend that we're in a dungeon and that's like a cage. Like they usually have bars on the windows. If you look at it, press 3 for teleport, it'll glitch you inside of it, and then you can like glitch walk like this and walk through the bars. That's a glitch that I found in dungeons at the moment. They might patch that. But yeah, teleport's OP anyway, just because the distance you can travel. Look at that. It's just really good, and that's what makes mages by far the most OP in this game so far. And then I said, yep, okay, so now to show you this. You just get a pet. You get a pet by finding pet food, see this? And then you got to look up on Google what food this stuff tames. So you Google melon ice cream, pets, Cube World, and then you'd be like, it'll tame this one tames a mosquito, I think. Fruit baskets tame mosquitoes. What you do is you right click it and see how I'm now holding out the fruit basket. I've just got to walk up to a mosquito and then the mosquito will come eat the fruit basket and then will be tamed and will become your pet and will be put in a cage. See here, I got a pet bunny in the cage. And I also have a pet crab, level 7 and level 3. I'm going to put the pet bunny down here, or I could have right clicked it. And then it puts it out, just like that. Oh, why have I got this in my hand still? That's weird. That's a bit glitched. Oh well, whatever. Let's go ahead and ride the bunny here. You just walk up to it, press R, and then you can move at much faster speeds. And the only thing that stops you here is the water. As you can, if you look on the left-hand side of the screen, it says Hades Mage, my HP, my XP, and then level 3 Bunny, its HP, its XP, and then the 5 water drops. When those water drops disappear, I will not be able to ride my pet anymore, and I'll have to jump in water for that to regen the water drops. So that's fairly easy, because as you're exploring the world, you'll run past heaps of water, and you just need to jump in the water every now and then to regen that. It's pretty simple, guys. And we're going to go run up a little cave here, so I can show you the hang glider. Let's get off the bunny by attacking. And yeah, so I'll press G on the keyboard, and that opens up the hang glider, and I can fly around like this. And it's actually a lot more useful if you're climbing, or if you hit a wall, you'll crash like that. But I'm going to show you it jumping off a hill here. Let's go this way. So if we jump, press G to bring the hang glider out. And if we hold spacebar, it'll give us the boost, but our stamina will go down. See that? And we can turn left and right, and we can hold the spacebar for the boost again to get more distance. But when your stamina goes all the way to nothing, you'll start swirling out of control like I am now, and you will crash. And then you'll get owned by elves. See how they're red text? They're just going to attack me. Doesn't matter what race you are, they'll attack you no matter what. See here, I can chuck a 2, which is my shield, and I can press 1 to full heal myself. Well, I can't actually full heal myself because I don't have good enough gear. But yeah, anyway, I'm healed now anyway. There we go, running into town, so I'm a bit more safer. They stop chasing you after a certain amount of distance, or I could attack them if I want. But see, it'll take me ages, because the enemies actually scale depending on what level you are. Seeing as I'm level 100, these enemies have been scaled. So I actually can't play the game on this character, because I do no damage and it's so bugged. But yeah, it's pretty much as simple as that, guys. You don't want to hack the game with levels, because your actual moves are based off what gear you have. And I've still got level 5 and normal gear. That's why I'm not doing any damage. And they're just going to go ahead and fight all the NPCs now. Alright, so what else is there to cover? I think that's pretty much it. I've pretty much covered everything. All the shops here that I was showing you on the map, you just walk up, press R, and then there's all the stuff you can buy. You just have a look at the prices, compare it, right click to buy it. Fairly simple. I've actually haven't ever used the boat. That'll be interesting. Let's look on the map for some water. And we'll try and get some water that way. So southwest. I'm going to quickly boss mode it over to the water. And then we'll end the episode once I've tried out the boat. What else can I talk about? Hopefully it doesn't lag too much while I'm doing this. This game lags for me for some reason. Probably because it's in alpha. There might be a few bugs, but whatever. And I'm going to be doing an episode in the future of how to hack this game and edit your client. I would not recommend doing that until you're totally bored of the game like I was. I played the game, experienced everything, and then I decided to hack the game to see what exploits there were, and because I had to, because I was going to be making a server on it. So I needed to know what was happening and what I needed to protect against and change and things like that. So here we go. Here's a nice little waterfall. Let's go see how we can get this boat equipped. Hopefully I have one. Yeah, I do. I'm just going to right click it. It'll switch it for the hang glider. And what button does it? What button does the boat? Oh, no. Well, I don't know what button does the boat. What type of tutorial is this? I'm going to press random buttons. Come on. Oh, there we go. What was that? G. So that's the same one as hang gliding, but for boats. GG! I'm sailing my boat down the shitty little river. Wow, this is pretty good for transport if there is a big ocean or something, but there's not really anything here, so... And it's not like Minecraft boats, like if you hit one thing it crashes, which is good. So there we go. There's the boats for you guys. And that's pretty much all I got for you today. If you watch this video, you should be pretty good at Cube World and know what's happening. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to chuck the video a like, and I'll see you later.